Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We are heading to our other semi-final match of the evening in today's Let It Ride tournament on MLG's Metalopolis between TheBigCheese and Google. This is going to be a Protoss vs. Zerg matchup. Game 1, as I said, so Google is had a tough time in this tournament so far. We kind of got him missed out on round 1. We did find a way to work him back into the tournament, so that has been nice, very pleasing to do. And I'm glad that he is okay with that. It was kind of tough there for a while. We just had a lot of games going, and I just didn't have the admin support that I needed today. So I appreciate everybody's patience. So big shout out to all the players for being so patient with me today. And here we go. We're about to get kicked off. Let us see what we got here. BigCheese going to be spawning as the blue Protoss in the bottom center position. Close air positions here between these guys, as you can see here on the minimap. And Google spawning as the red Zerg. Now, he sometimes plays as random. Looks like he's going to be picking and choosing what race he wants to play. Do not blame him at all there. That will be just fine. And we will be gearing up for a pretty good matchup, I think. We've seen a lot of good games from these guys so far. Actually, not too many from Google, but we have seen the BigCheese play already. And we did see one from Google. And he is now scouting with his Overlord, going to be cruising in here in just a moment, so good job there, and lucky for him, they did spawn in those close air positions. He will get plenty of scouting intel here for just a moment longer. Here goes the scout from the BigCheese. Let's take a look. Somebody's trying to message me. There we go. Getting set up for the finals. Not a big deal. It will be the winner of this going up against Ochiva in the finals, determining our winner of $2.50, the whole deal, all 250 pennies. What can I say? It is not tons of money, but we are just a small tournament at this point. Eventually we will get a sponsor, and it will be quite a bit more. That day I am very excited for. So let's take a look what we've got here. Production tab showing. We do have the spawning pool on the way here for Google. Looks like he's gearing up for a pretty decent play here. Not late on any of this stuff. He does have his gas getting saturated right away. Gas going down now for BigCheese. He has got a decent wall off going, it looks like. So pretty standard timing here from both players. Interesting. Google not choosing to keep this Overlord in the base. Scooting it on out of there, which is very interesting. I mean, you can get a lot of scouting information with that Overlord for the the first 5 minutes of the game. I mean, even at this point, any information is good information. So I would say probably one tip for Google is keep that Overlord in your opponent's base, and instead of flying it back this way, you can fly it to this little location right here, which keeps it out of range of stalkers and such. Or if you want, you can fly it into this region over here and then poke back in at the 7-minute mark. But scouting it as Zerg, a lot of the times you may as well sacrifice an Overlord even if you lose it. It's not a big deal. Just sacrifice it to get your scouting information at 7 minutes, because chances are they're going to have you walled off. They'll have a big enough force where you won't be able to get the scouting information that you necessarily want at that point. It's sometimes good to have those Overlords set up in positions where you can get the scouting information that you need. But that's just a tip of the day, let's call it. But Google cruising right now does have his hatchery on the way for his expansion. So not bad there at all. Give me just a moment. I am going to mute my mic so that I can take a drink of fantastic root beer. I am getting dry in the throat region. Got to do something about that immediately. Give me just a moment. Oh yeah, tasty and good for you. Should be worlds better. And the BigCheese does have this probe over here in kind of a proxy location, half expecting to see a proxy pylon there. Does have 4 gates on the field right now. And look at this, Google taking extractor, got in there. So good job there. Getting plenty of information. He did see the 4 gates. And Google going to be trying to maintain some map control here. There goes the forward pylon. Nicely done. You do have double pylons here, but this is a big commitment. So I do want to mention that if you're playing blind, which he is at this point, he doesn't know exactly what his opponent has in his base, that this is considered, you know, a big commitment. Double pylons going down is a very, very big commitment. And so if this fails, Big Cheese is going to be behind in this matchup. And you can see one of them going down immediately. Got scouted. And there's lots of static defense here. He's got double queens here in the back. 3 spine crawlers. So Big Cheese could be in a world of hurt if he tries to push this attack. And look at this. Google, knowing that his opponent is out of position, going to be moving some speedlings here across the map. And looks like he is going to be way out of position to defend this. Moving in at the same time. So it's going to come down to kind of a base race situation here. We'll see what's going to happen. These guys about to get into their main. Could be going straight for the mineral line. Is he going to do that? Yes, he is. And look at this. Big Cheese going to be backing out, taking some substantial losses. But look at this. The reaction time not going the way that Big Cheese needs at this point. Speedling's just doing lots and lots of damage. And there's the uh-oh from the Big Cheese. I do not blame him. He says, laugh out loud. Not good. That is correct, sir. This is a lot of Zerglings to have in your base. Warping in some Zealots, trying to be able to hold this off. Having a little bit of trouble, and it looks like this is not going well. Big Cheese, I think, is going to lose this. Out of position. Here come more Zerglings. Pylons, this is not a good deal. All of these buildings are about to be unpowered. That means no more reinforcements for the Big Cheese. He is currently not mining anything but gas. And I'm saying Google is taking a pretty convincing win here. He says, messed up. Yeah, that's okay. It happens to the best of us, buddy. But very, very well done. Nice manners. And so thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be going into Game 2 here in just a moment. Don't Alt-Tab. Hey, don't Alt-Tab. Always Alt StarCraft. We will see you guys then.